Okay, we're week 4, so we're trying to get this game done here. This is our Amazon Magician Warlock Goblin game. You can see the score is 10 to 4 to 4 to 6, so it's not super close. I'm pretty sure the Amazon wins this, but I mean, she still has to contend with this little mess here, and she got bats, and she can't find this spot. If she does, then she's going to score 2 points and bring her to 12. And hell, at that point, I would walk off the board last week just to make sure I didn't get killed. I'd retire with that as a win. So let's see what we got here. Yeah. So I think what she is going to do, she's definitely going to hide. That's right. She did kill. I think she killed one bat. I believe. Right? Did she kill the bat? Yeah, she killed a bat. So we killed a bat. We're going to hide once. Search, search, search. Move to 3. Done. The magician who is trying to score some points here last week. So the question always the last week is, how do you score anything? And these aren't great. These are bad. So I think actually I might, because he ended his day here, I might just grab these and have him. He tosses all these at the end of the day, and then he draws 3 more, and we just try to get as lucky as we possibly can. So he ditches Navigator. He gets Woodwise. He gets Explore the Mountain. And he gets Ancient Scroll. Woodwise is any end of phase in any 3 woods tiles, except for the deep woods. Explore the Mountain is all 6 clearings in the mountain, which he is amazingly close to, but that is surprisingly difficult. But he might go for it anyway. And then Ancient Scroll, if he had a magic item, he might consider selling it, but he does not. So he's going to just forget about that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He searches to find this, and then that's 2 more days here, and he could score his 2 points. In the meantime, he gets the monastery. So I think that's what he is going to do. He could not cast Transform right now, though. He is sort of... Oh, he had to use that shit for Nudge. That's not a good Nudge shit for him, frankly, but okay. I think it's just what he had at the time. So I think what he does is I'm going to move to the monastery. Done. And hide. And I should be at the monastery. Okay, so he is done there. Our Warlock, he has 2 points sitting in that ghost clearing, but can't quite get there. So, and he has ogres now too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move to BL1. Hide. And we're going to rest, extra spell X and spell, and try to get ourselves back to fighting condition. Because again, this is worth 2 points. And we might actually, so we're going to be on the circus too, so we should at least pay attention to that. And finally, our goblin. A little bit of a mess there, the goblin. We have been thwarted a little bit. Been thwarted. Insight, deep diver, and lucky day. I mean, the pool is open. Yeah, great. But yeah. I just don't love that we don't have any points in our hand right now. But I don't know that I want to waste a day and try to get some rando lucky draw. So let's say she has 51 gold. We have 15. We could steal a point from the magician for gold, so that would give us to 7. But we're winning prowess. It feels like 7 points, though, is about the max. Which I don't love. Because we're winning prowess. Like, we have 38 points. Like, we're not going to, we could go on a little rampage here, but that's not going to necessarily do us any better. So I'm going to say we're going to hide. Oh, God, and we're stuck between all these flipping monsters. And none of them are really that. Nothing's that useful. Like, there's no useful space. We could get to the circus and easily do that job. Maybe that's the play. Go that direction, hoping to loot the pool. Um, Unfortunately, we would have to stop here, sort of, because that guy is sort of blocking the way. So I think what I want to do is we don't have any rests to take, so that sort of sucks. So we're just going to move 2 and then rest at this point, and because we can't go in there and get our extra phase. So that's our day. Not a great day for our heroes here, but let's roll this monster check. It's a 3, so we got everybody showing up on day. All the goblins showing up. Warlock is first. He's going to move here. He does try to hide. He is going to rest once to bring that chit back. Spell X and spell to flip that guy. And he is at the circus. And I feel if he ends his day there, and you get the blowgun. Right. So he gets the blowgun. I'm just going to, it's a T3. There you go. I'm just going to put this on his sheet, right? Actually, he can make it his active weapon because he doesn't otherwise have one. Did he hide or not? This is vaguely important, unfortunately, for him. He does not. That's going to bring this guy here. And unfortunately, he's going to get Axe Goblin on top of him. And he is done. And he is blocked. The Amazon hides once, searches 3 times, looks to move. What's her hide look like? She does. Can she find this bad boy? She needs a 3, 2, or a 1. She's got 3 shots at it. That's 1. There it is. She found it. Done. So she gets to mark off. Oh, this is gone, by the way, because he ditched that quest. 6-3 Cliff. And then her extra move takes her here. Howl Mountain does not bring anything because wrong roll. She has now also marked off 3, so she only has 2 more to get to score her final, her card there. Done. The Goblin goes here and rests up, and he is done. And then the Magician goes 1, 2, 3. And does he hide? He does try to hide. Does he hide? He fails. I don't know. Good question. Does anything show up? No. What does the monastery require of you? First hero to reach the place, done. So the first hero to reach the place scores a VP. He does get a 4th card point, so that's cool. And he does take 3rd place. He also gets all wounded. All chits are rested, and wounded chits are moved to fatigue. I mean, that is not shabby for him. There you go. And he is done there, and nothing appears on him. The Warlock has to deal with the Goblins, though. I don't know that there's a good way to deal with the Goblins. And the problem he's going to have is if he melts into mist, he's going to now be stuck in a running loop. But he does not have the ability to otherwise kill. Bad news. He is indeed stuck. And he couldn't fight the ogres before. I mean, he could have fought them today. Stuck in a loop. And he is not ending his day at the circus, by the way, because he is not I mean, the cub. Okay. Not great. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go going to energize purple and fly out of it. With my M2, I'm going to flee. I'm going to go here. Let's see where I end up. 4. So right there. Funny. That's where he starts his day. Not great. Not great. The Warlock is getting sort of hosed there. I thought I was going to score a little bit. I was going to be able to do a tiny bit better. So we should pay attention to the Magician, though, too, because the Magician has scored. So 1, 2 is X, 3, 4, 5 is X'd out, and 6. He's scored 2 of the clearings already in the mountain. which is too bad. I mean, he could do the Hermit as well, but he's not going to get both this week. So he might get the Mountain. That is our goal here. So, all right. So I think the Amazon is going to just finish this 1, 2, 3. So she's going to actually, yeah, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 hide and hide and move. Well, hide 1, 2, 3, 4 because she has an extra move. So she's going to move in such a way, right? So she's going to hide, then she's going to move 2 and 3 and 5, and then she's going to move into the woods. And that's her extra move. That should score her explore cliff. That should score her, and she will go there. And heck, she's even hoping she can hit these guys. This is this is potentially 6 prowess, which actually puts her over the Goblin, and she'll steal that point. So that's sort of where she's going to try to end up. Done. Our Magician has scored the Monastery. He is now all rested up, which is good. I do think he does a Spell X and Spell, so he has at least some purple magic for Transform ready. So that's 2 phases. Then he's going to move. What can show up here? No giants are going to show because they're all on the board or done. So it's only dank. It's only a 5. Now that could be dangerous because he cannot transform him fast enough. And he cannot run from a spider until the spider flips, in which case then he can change him and he can do all that stuff. He does have his boys, though, so I think he's not going to hide. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to go to 4. He does not get the extra phase. Well, actually, he can always alert the thing, so he's fine. So he's going to go to 4. He's going to search once, and he gets an extra alert phase every day. So he's going to alert, of course, this chit, which he does every time he can alert. Done. Okay. R. So he is done. Our Warlock has to get out of dodge. So the Warlock's going to move to 1. So move 1. Rest. Extra Spell X and Spell again. That's 3 phases. Oh my lord. Okay, so he is good there. How fast is this flying demon? A little too fast. A little too dodgy for us to auto hit with this chit. So we're going to bring this back. We're going to grab it so we have it. And then, geez, I mean, I think because we're not going to hide. We can't hide. We don't have enough phases to hide. We will probably do a single search. Right? It's sort of useless. But we'll find this path automatically. I don't know that does us much good. But we have to be out here, do our work, find this path. Done. Sure. Why not? What the hell? Okay, Goblin. Goblin is going to hide, of course, and then move. So the Goblin hides. move, and move. One of these is extra because he's now in the caves. Done. Oh, 5. So it is spiders. Okay. The Amazon is first. The Amazon goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and she is going to try to hide, but these guys don't come there anyway. So she is done. She scores Explore. Oh, not Explore Mountain. I'm sorry. Explore the Cliff. She gets. So she is done with that one. That is going to score her 2 points. So let's write it here first. So she gets it. 2 points. That is her 7th card. 7th card. That is her 12th point. Uh, 12th total point. What else does she get? Explore the Cliff. And she gets climbing tools, which we will just shrink this down. Done. And she does get to draw another quest card just in case. Locate the vault. You know, hey. Done. So good for her. She's kicked butt. She is done for the day. The magician does all that stuff and goes here. He's going to spell X and spell to put some purple magic down. He moves 4. He is going to search once. He's looking for a 3, 2, or 1. And he gets a 3. So he finds Mountain 4 to 6. That actually is very helpful. He finds Mountain 4 to 6. He's alerted his cast, and then a spider comes. Now, not even going to matter. His guys are going to take this thing out pretty hard. But we'll figure that out here in a minute. Done. Warlock goes here, does all his crap. So he rests this guy. He flips it. Not that way, but that way. And he's going to pull a search also, but he's going to play his card, his guide card, and he automatically finds ledges 4 to 6. And largely, we figure we might as well do that to get. And he has Explore the Borderland. That's a little too late. That Borderland's tough unless you have extra phases in caves. Nothing appears on him. And the Goblin goes hide and then in. So let's see. And he does 1, 2, 3 like that. And nothing appears there either. Done. So that is the day. We don't have any fights today, as far as I can tell. The Magician. Actually, I take that back. So the Magician has a fight on a heavy spider here. So the spider either can do no damage, he hits automatically but does no damage, or he flips and is killed. So there you go. But he has to do it in 2 rounds. And we could play it like this to sort of be a little, maybe it works out a little better, right? One of these guys, although if they both flip, then you're getting in super trouble at this point. So, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to play it like this. The spider goes here. And does he flip the spider? He does not flip. Okay, so we're looking to line up now. Both these guys have to roll to see where they go. Let's take a quick look. He flips down to here. He goes down to here. Does the first guy flip? We're looking for somebody to not flip. He doesn't flip. Does the second guy flip? He does. Okay. He hits and kills the spider. The spider hits. Well, these guys are long weapons, so they're better. Done. The Magician gets a whole 3 prowess for killing the spiders. Done. That is not enough to change anything on the board. Day 24 is coming up here. And, I mean, and yeah, the Amazon sort of has a choice here if she wants to. Where's the vault? Is locating the vault even a thing we can do? I don't know that the vault, maybe not even on the board. I don't think the vault's on the board. I think it's in this cavern. Can she get there? She could not get there. She's on the wrong path. I mean, definitely, like I said, were I playing this to win it, I just walk away. She's done. 12 points. No one's getting 6 points in 4 days. So she sort of wins this by, right? I mean, she could dink with the Warlock and finish off his ghosts and steal those and just make sure he doesn't get those points. And if he was close, I would consider it. But again, and heading to there is fine. She could technically get to the Lost Castle, but that is way more dangerous than she probably needs to play this, frankly. So though I know that East Paladin is cringing right now, I think for her, I don't know that I go. I don't know I do anything else. I think she is just done. Can she get to? She can't really even get into the borderlands effectively. So yeah, I think we're gonna have her retire. So she walks off the board with 12 points. And done. She does have a guy, but the guy is not doing tremendous damage, right? No, he's doing heavy damage at best. Which can maybe survive one of these battles or whatever. But I do. I think she is. I think she's done. I don't think it actually behooves us to try to magically get through there to score one more point when you have a 6-point lead. So we're going to retire the Amazon. But that does still leave the Magician. I think the Magician now is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He does not need to hide anymore. Move, and move. That's going to get him 2 more of those clearings. The Warlock, oh God, having troubles here. Having troubles, the Warlock is. Yeah. We are having issues. Here's what I want. Here's what I'm going to do. So here's my Warlock's plan. So the Shrine has a type 5 spell. I'm going to kill this demon. Read runes at the Shrine. If I learn a spell, it's going to get me 2 points. So that gets me to 6. My last act will be to fly over to the Awful Valley, land there, hope to land in one of the 3 clearings that is not in the ghosts, hide, get the ghost to land on us with my rescue, kill the ghost, get the rescue, score another 2 points, and finish with 8 points. If I can get that done in the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 5 days I have left, that'll be quite the thing. So that is the plan for him. So I am going to hide and alert. I'm going to spell X and spell because I want to get as much purple as possible out the door. It sucks a little bit because I'm going to kill something tremendous here right now. So we're going to alert this chip to make it a ×0. We're going to hide. We're going to spell X and spell. I'm going to hide. Hell, do I even need to be hidden at that point? Well, if demons... no, there's no dragons left on the board. We don't really even need to flip and hide, frankly. So I'm not going to super worry about it. We can move. So let's move to 4. And we're going to move to the shrub. Done. And our goblin, I mean, I don't love it. I don't love any of this. Don't love it. I think we hide, move, move. The reason being is I want to end my day at the circus. Those goblins are not making life easy at all. But I would love to end my day at the circus, get the blowgun for the goblin, because he could quickly dip in and out and get the octopus and nuke the octopus. But yeah, so I think the goblin extra hide, move to the circus. And we are done. So, okay, that is our move for our 3 characters today. Let's roll the monster roll to see where we end up. It's a 3. Ooh, that's going to suck a little bit for our heroes. Magician is first, and the Amazon is retired. So the magician goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing appears there. He crosses off everything but... where is he? Everything but 1 he has crossed off, because he crossed 4 off yesterday. 6 off just now. So he is good. He is almost there. So he knows only spiders can appear, and his guys can handle a single spider at once. The goblin is going to hide. He does, and he moves and moves. But, I mean, this is good and bad, because the problem is I can't really encounter. So everything jumps them, including more goblins. And we'll see that in a minute. Done. The Warlock got a lot of shit going down. He hides, he alerts. He does hide. He does alert. He does spell X and spell to flip that shit. He moves up into the shrine hidden. Done. Nothing appears. Okay, it is time for fighting. Let's take a quick look here at the goblin first. First thing is the goblin ends his day, so he's not going to fight anything. He's not going to fight anything. He is going to end his day. And so he does get a blowgun. Now, you have to figure that out. But he ends his day here. So he gets the blowgun. Tomorrow he needs to hide, blowgun the dude. Nothing says you have to be unhidden, I don't think. Yeah. And he can capture that tremendous creature. Bring it in. Get a bunch of stuff, $10. Now, it's not going to actually change much, but he will quickly score that VP. So hopefully that will do it for him. So let's see what we got here. So She's retired, of course. He has moved. So now we just need to move the 1. That should get us Explore Mountain. But then we're going to move back to 3. Done. The Warlock. Oh wait, we have to do the Warlock. So I'm sorry. So we still have a fighter. So this should be an insta kill. The Warlock is still fighting. So he's got to insta kill this guy. So this guy, remembering of course, this is a time 0 chit because it is alerted. We burn that black magic, and we are going to nuke this guy right out for tremendous damage. These 2 chits fatigue. This thing is dead. The Warlock scores 8 prowess. And now has 18. And that's cool, but yeah, that doesn't actually do us a ton of good. And we are there. Do we have anything else we do? Yeah, we just moved into the shrine. That's it. And nothing else attacked us. The Goblin does nothing, and thus gets his thing. The Magician writes his move to go up and back. The Warlock is going to write his move. And we're going to search. This is where this goes a little awry here. And done. The Goblin. So the Goblin has done what he needs to do. He is hidden. He sneaks into the circus. He gets the blowgun. Now he needs to fight this stupid dude here from hiding. So he's literally just going to hide. And if he doesn't hide, he's blocked, so it doesn't matter. But he can use Lucky Day to re-roll it. So he actually has 2 shots on this. So that's good. So we are done with that day. We could, doesn't really matter what we roll here for him. Serpents and Demons. So, and who is ready to go? It's the Magician first. The Magician goes up and back, and the Magician is done. The Magician is going to score Explore Mountain for 2. That gives him his 6th card point and his 7th point overall. Not the worst. He gains 10 gold, so that's interesting. So the Magician gets 10 gold. That's 31 gold. That puts him, he's going to steal a gold point from some. No, he does not. He is just ahead of everybody. Right, done. And he does learn all the things in the mountain. So he learns one, bam, bam, all the purples in the mountain. So he is done. He does get a new card. Dragon Slayer. Well, so that's a good question. Is there a dragon around him? There are dragons around him. It's not a great fight for him, but there are dragons around. He might be able to make the Hermit, maybe. But that's his move. He is done. The Goblin hides. If he doesn't hide, he's got to re-roll it. And he does hide. So the Goblin is hidden with all this mess. Now, does anything appear? No. I don't think anything appears in any of these. Nope and no. And now the Warlock is going to search hard for the shrine. So we're looking for a 1 or a 4. And he doesn't have any, he has no other whatchamacallit. So we're looking for a 1 or a 4. That's a fail. Come on, we got to get this early. That's a fail. He does find the other thing, by the way. No, it's not a passage. That's a fail. He's 1 more. Come on, we got this. This is it. No. No. So that sucks. That sucks. Okay, he is done. So is there anyone? Oh yeah. So the Goblin. Now the octopus. This is the worst possible. This is not a good fight, by the way. But he has lucky day, so we're gonna go with it. So the Goblin's gonna go with this. It's so he can put this. So he's gonna switch these out. This is his alerted weapon now, and he is going to play the fight, whatever the fight chits are to do whatever, right? He's going to play that. He's largely looking to intercept. He needs a 1 or a 4. And he gets a 3. So the octopus moves down to here. Now, does the goblin become unhit? No. So the next round, he's going to commit to fatiguing. He's going to fatigue this one. Right? So he gets this one and then another round. So, this is the end of round 2. 1 or a 4. 4. So he knocks it out. Done. He has to roll to stay hidden, which now is at a -1, a +1 because he has a thing in tow. But he does get a 4, and he has it hidden. So he puts the thing on there like that. And frankly, I'm going to give it to him right now because he's right there. He does get 1 VP, the Goblin does. So he scores the circus for a VP. That's his 4th card. He does get 10 gold, which brings him to 25 gold. Which, strangely enough, the magician thankfully, got his thing there, so that's good. And he does get some amount of prowess, which doesn't actually matter. 2 times the prowess. So he gets 16 more prowess, which is sort of a ridiculous amount, by the way. Oop. We at some point didn't count something somewhere because he had 8 more points according to my numbers here. So I have no flipping idea. So we'll give him the 8 just to match it up. And I've done a bad job at bookkeeping, unfortunately. But that does take him to 54. Need to write more better what you fought too, because that will help. So the circus is gone. It's scored. The monastery technically is gone. I'll just put it over here because, right, done and done. Oh, right, there is still a spider plague, but we got the dragon in there. That makes it so much harder. So done and done. So he ends that fight hidden with all of this. And the circus has a giant squid to go with it. That's that fight. I think that's all we have now. And the circus just rolls off. They're done. I think. I don't think they stick around, right? Yep. Now we just have a bunch of goblins with the goblin. So the scores at least are like their scores are sort of, putzing around a little bit. No one's in obviously no one's in danger of catching what's her name, but still. So now we have the magician who has scored Explore the Mountain. He now has Dragon Slayer. Okay, sure. mean, he absolutely can slay a dragon. It's just, can he actually slay the dragon and not die? Because there's 3 of them in that space. Is the issue he has. Woodwise is a no score. There's no possible way to score Woodwise. The main question would be, can he get to the hermit in time? So we can run back to the monastery. So we can go move, 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 and move to the monastery. And he is done writing. This one's obvious. We're going to search. The goblin. Goblin's going to move to the pole. He's going to search and use insight to find the pole. And he's going to hide, obviously. So we're going to do that. And we're going to be done there. So I think that's the day. It's day 25. No, it's day 26, right? Yeah, because we just did 25. We didn't move this marker. So we have 3 days left. Let's get this roll. It's 4. So giants and trolls. And it is that guy. Okay, so he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He is done. He is going to search 4 times. That's a fail. That's 1. He needs to get a locate 2. No, come on, man. 3. He finds it on 3. So he marks the shrine off. And then I believe he is going to read runes and try to get that spell. Saved objects, spells. Let me get my type 5s out. The shrine has a type 5 and a type 1. Since I know he doesn't care about the type 1, we're just going to grab that type 5 right there, put that there. And I think he's going to read runes. And he gets what? A 1 die instead of 2 for reading runes. So he's going to grab a die. %, he rolls a nothing. So he is done for the day. That's good, though, because he can read runes tomorrow and then the last day pull off his little move. So he might get his points. That he is done. Now the goblin moves to the pool. He's going to hide and search. He is not hidden. So, but he is going to search, and he gets an insight. So he's going to burn this sudden insight. So he does burn that. He does find the pool. I don't know if anything shows up in there. No, because it's just a 3. So he's used insight. He does get a quest. It's treasure cache in the Lost City. A little too late for theirs. It's day 27 now. We don't have any fights. The magician's going to go 1, 2, and he can't make it. The magician cannot make it. Okay. Well, that's sort of too bad. The magician's going to move and move into the cavern and hope for the best. That's really it. That's what we're going to do. The Warlock. Search 4 times. The Goblin's going to hide. He's going to then extra search and search. And hopefully get something from the pool. And then he will be done there also. So this is day 27. Let's roll the monster roll. We get a 3, so it's goblins and octopuses and so on and so forth. Done. And the warlock is first. So the warlock is going to read runes. Looking for a 1, 2, or 3. He gets a nothing. He gets a 3. Learn and awaken spell. And so he gets, oops, not that one. He gets this one. And it is Ancient Pact. So he can call goblins now to his side. So the nice thing is the warlock is going to get a spell. That's going to give him 2 points because he has the most spells learned. Done. And then, so he took 2 to find that. He gets 2 loots, so we're going to loot the shrine. That's a fail. He gets 1 more loot. Come on. He gets the top treasure of the shrine. It is the Sacred Grail, and he can carry it. That doesn't suck. That gives him a treasure. Now, that's not going to be great. What that's going to do is that's going to make him tie the goblin because they both have 1 treasure. So he's going to have 6.5 points, and the goblin is going to have, I believe, 6.5 points. Yeah, the goblin was up to 7 now, right? And the goblin now drops to, he has 4 cards, 2 for prowess. Yes. So 6.5 to 6.5. So we've tied. There you go. So the warlock has tied the goblin with that day. Could I sell to the order? I think we're neutral. No, we're enemies with the order, so that's problematic. Although again, ooh, so that should be but we're not going to do that. We're good. We're going to keep hold of that. It's a point because 50 prowess would give him prowess. So the funny part is, so we should probably, because I always make you roll, and so you are right. It's harder to sell to your dudes. I was thinking of not doing that if you were selling something with conditional fame to them because they want those things, and so they would be happy to trade with you for that. So if he does that, let's think about this for a minute. If perchance he were to, it's too bad because this is literally day 27. If it were not day 27, so let's say he sells to the order. Let's say we waive that requirement. He sells to the order. He gets 50 prowess because it's 50 conditional fame. That brings him to 68 prowess. So he literally wins prowess at that point. Stealing points from both the Amazon and the Goblin. 1 point from each, and he would take 2 points. So that gets him to 8.5 points. Would he steal gold? Oh, it's only worth 12 gold. But if he were to sell the carpet also, that's 39 gold. Which would be 51 gold. Which would put him in a dead tie with the Amazon for gold. So they would both have 1.5 points. He would steal the gold point from the magician. steal the prowess from everybody. Oh, that's a move. If he just goes and finishes rescue and ghost hunt, he scores 2 points. If he flies down with the Sacred Grail, makes nice with the order long enough to sell the Sacred Grail and the carpet. As long as it contains the Grail, they will take that, right? Gets 39 gold, gets 50 prowess for conditional fame. That's his last move. So what he's going to do is he's going to energize purple the next day, go 1-2 to the Evil Valley. He can't land here because these don't match up. So he has to land in one of these two. So as long as he writes a move to 5. So it would be fly, fly, move to 5, trade. That would literally be his last day. I'm not sure I'm not annoyed if this works, actually. But anyway, but we're ahead of ourselves, right? Because we're a little bit ahead of ourselves, I think. Because yeah, the goblin has to go anyway. But anyway, so okay, so that was a good day for him. Goblin's got to go. The goblin's going to hide. So we're going to roll 2 dice for the goblin to hide. He fails. He's going to use Lucky Day and re-roll that because he doesn't want to die. He fails again. Ooh, well, the goblin then is going to get axed by his fellow goblins. So he used Lucky Day up. He failed his hide. Now he's going to search twice. And he has to fail each draw. But he's found the pool already. There's 9 treasures in the pool. He gets the 6th treasure. He gets the Withered Claw. That's pointless. He's going to roll again. He gets the 4th treasure. A Poultice of Health. Well, that's all great. He fatigues twice. He's going to fatigue that one. And doesn't really matter. He'll fatigue this one. Sure. The problem is he is unhidden, and now everything appears on him, including these new goblins. And he actually can't run from them. And now there's 18 of them. He's done. The magician goes 1-2. It's Dank and the vault in 3. He does not have locate the vault. I mean, I hate to say it. If I had any way to actually... So he does score Deep Diver. The goblin actually gets a 5th point, which puts him to 7.5. Because he scores Deep Diver. But he is going to die. I don't think he can run because he has a move of 3. So literally a bunch of shit would have to happen. Like all these guys, like a bunch of dudes would have to flip. Right? Because okay, so I mean, we could play this out. We can play this out, though. It's not an auto death. It is a super high likely death for certain. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that there. And then everybody else, well, everybody who's possibly attacking we'll put them there. And then these guys here. Okay? We can't ready our axe. So we're just going to put that there, and we're going to put it with whatever the fight is. And we have to play at least a 4 move. Like that. A 1 or a 4 and we kill this guy. What we want to happen is we want these guys to start to flip over and not to move. So we would like a 1 or a 4. It's a 6. That is not ideal. It's not deadly, though, because... and we've targeted this guy. It's not deadly because this guy goes here and these guys move up and these guys move up. So now what we want is we want these guys to not flip. And they do not. We want the second row to flip, though. We want them to... No, they do not either. The third guy, does he flip? He does not flip at all. Nice thing is our weapon does become readied. And done. Okay. I hate to say it, we're going to play just like that. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to play like that again. If he flips, I mean, ideally we have to play like that, unfortunately. And that's going to fatigue us slowly, but we can manage that. So first thing is first. Where do the goblins end up? 4. Perfect. They stay exactly where we want them to stay. Does the first guy flip? No. Second guy. Second box. No. Come on. Third box. Flip. We need something to flip. No, doesn't. So what happens is we kill this guy. Weapon goes unreadied. We've killed him. We have to fatigue 1. I think I'm going to fatigue this M3 and pull it back. We do need 1 M3 to keep up. Have to have it for this to work. None of these guys hit us yet. Done. Where do they go in the next round? 3. That's not great. These guys flop. They switch like that. So now we're hoping these guys don't flip. First box does not flip. Second box would be, it's okay if they do. No, third box, please flip. Yes. Okay, so now all these guys flip over. So these guys are all fighting at 4s. These guys are fighting at 5s. That's perfectly fine and good. It might change our move a little bit here. So what we're going to do is, so everyone misses. Our weapon is now ready, like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, like that, and put him there. And we're going to aim at him. And we're going to play an M4. And we still have to play a 4. We'll have to fatigue. I think we're going to fatigue a fight this coming round. So the reason there is, what we're hoping to happen is we either kill this guy or not. And then this box flips. As soon as that happens, and this box doesn't flip. As soon as this happens, we can run the next round. So we might survive this if we get this lucky. So first thing is first, we need a 1 or a 4, ideally. 1 or a 4, please. 1. So lines up, these 2 boxes switch, but this box lines up perfectly. That's a good thing. Does the first guy flip? It doesn't matter. Does the second box flip? We'd rather not. It doesn't. Third box flip. We won it. 30% chance. It doesn't happen. Okay. We're first. We kill this guy before he kills us. So we've killed him. Done. We have to fatigue. I'm going to fatigue this guy and bring this guy back. But now this weapon goes like this. And the problem we have is that we're now not fast enough or long enough, and we have to play sort of this crappy way, which is not ideal because it means it's going to take us a whole other, like we have a whole different set of things that need to happen now to get us going. Yeah, he can't flip effectively is the thing. So okay. So ideally he lines up and doesn't flip, really is what it comes down. And we kill him. And then these guys would flip. So let's roll it. 2. So, oh. And that's game. And now these guys are going to line up. Do they flip? Doesn't really matter. Does the second box flip? Doesn't matter. No. Does the third box flip? No. These guys hit us and kill us, and the goblin is dead. And that's going to be his game there. Done. And that is it. So let's get our last day done here. And I mean, there really isn't much for our magician to do because he only gets 2 phases down here. He could have, if he had 3 phases, he could have searched. Because I think you have to discover the hermit is the problem. You can't just get there. You have to search and discover the hermit. So I think the answer is the magician is done. The magician just walks to here and retires. So he's done. What we really want to do is do this last day. And so he's going to fly to there. It barely even matters what the monster roll is, but let's roll it anyway. Remember, there's 2 monster rolls, so the trolls come back. The patrol comes. So the patrol leaves the board. The goblins all regenerate and leave the board. I'm not even going to bother with that. The patrol does come down to here, by the way. So that could actually change our life, our disposition. We land in a random clearing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We land here. We move to 5, and we're going to trade. And so typically what I do, you have to roll on their table or whatever. But again, and we're enemies, so normally I can't trade with them, really. I could if I rolled a 1 or a 2, because it's just block battle are the bad ones. But since they are getting the Holy Grail in the deal, because I was thinking about this, because East Paladin was sort of poking me and going, I don't know why you have that, why you make that harder to trade. And primarily it's because I want you to trade at your allies and your friends, right? And neutral's a little bit of a risk, and unfriendly and enemy aren't really for trading. But I did think, well, it would be really nice to have the ability to bring them a peace offering, as it were, and bring them their sacred grail. And so that popped. And so I think we're going to do it, and we're going to see the results of that. So the results of that are going to be, so he's going to sell. That brings his great treasures down to 0. So he's going to lose this point. Down here, 0. And the goblin's going to get his point back. Now he's dead. He died. So that's going to bring the goblin to a full-on 8 points minus. Usually I subtract a couple for death. So done. But our guy now gets, our warlock gets 50 prowess because conditional fame goes directly to your prowess. So that gives him 68 prowess. He also sells for 39 gold, and that gives him 51 gold. Like that. So he wins prowess. The Goblin drops to a point, the Amazon drops to 0 points. He ties the Amazon in gold, making that a 1+, and making that a 1+. Done and done. So let's check the final scores here now that we've done this. So the Amazon gets 7 card points, 9, 10.5. She actually got swiped because she lost a point in prowess, half a point in gold. Okay. The Magician drops to 6 points because he got a point stolen from him too by the Warlock. And the Warlock ends the game with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5 points on the last turn. And the Goblin also got a point stolen. He ends up at 7 points. That is the end of our game. Now, the Goblin did die, so I assess a -2 point penalty. And so that ultimately means that he ends up with, right, -2. So he ends up with actually 5 points instead of 7. That would be our final score, 10.5 to 9.5 to 6 to 5. So that's it. If you watch this, we streamed 2 of these. I'll try to get them all together into one cogent game. I do need to get my bookkeeping a little bit better. Since I don't play as often, my bookkeeping has sort of fallen away. And so you'll see some of the mistakes with the Magician where I'm like, where did he score these? Or where, right? Stuff like that. So I think I'll do better next time. But thank you for watching. If you, if you enjoy this game, if you love Magic Realm like I do, we do play every so often. And I do need to think if I'm going to have like some sort of long form tournament or something for these guys to partake in here in the coming weeks. So that's it. Thank you very much. Drop me a like or a subscribe if you will. I appreciate it. Or a comment, just say something. That's cool too. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.